guys, go Marcus here bringing you another Minecraft video, a Minecraft survival world. Let's get right into it. And today's video is going to be an awesome fast-forwarded special of terraforming. I know, I did the same thing last episode too. This is a lot bigger project than I intended it to be. And the goal is to actually go ahead and get my trees planted so I can get more wood for more projects. But, as you will see towards the end of this video, that project kind of got put on hold because of a certain event that happened. I'll explain more when I get to that event, but you have to stick around and actually find out. And the big reason why it's actually taking me a lot longer to terraform this area than expected is because I had a lot of mobs just absolutely go to town and try to kill me. You'll see that all throughout the video, periodically me dying and fighting monsters. Because no matter how hard I try, when a swarm of 20 zombies come along and attack you, and then 2 creepers come by and explode you, it's no good. And it's a little bit of a self-created problem because due to the way I built my house, it creates huge overhang shadow of darkness that monsters can spawn in all throughout the day, and they absolutely get me, and then they start guarding my stuff, and just never ends well. But hopefully after we get done terraforming, we can go ahead and light up the place and get it all fixed up so we don't have this issue. And before we get more into details of what exactly happened in the unfortunate event department, I'm going to go ahead and fill you in a little bit of a life update just because it's been a little bit more of an interesting week. Because as I said, I'm getting ready to go back to work full time. And this week is our training shifts where they basically go ahead and cover what we're doing as far as the menu goes and how they want it presented, and any updated training, protocols, etc., etc. Getting ready to do a great big opening on Monday. So, that's been interesting because yesterday we sat there and watched a Starbucks instructor had to come in. Keep in mind, I work in a college, in the restaurant in a college, so I don't know why I would need to know this because we don't really run Starbucks at night, which is where I'm going to be working, so it's like, okie dokie. But it was interesting because I learned how to make all the different frappes, cappuccinos, lattes, etc., etc. So it took a good 3 hours to do that, and then I ate some lunch, which was nice because they fed us. We got to eat at our sister restaurant, which is the same company and the same campus, but it's a different building. So we went over there and ate some food, which is nice. And then the rest of the day we kind of spent just going through all the different dishes that we had stored up from last year, like pans and whatnot, not food. We also went through that too to make sure all of it. We got rid of all the stuff that was expired and all that stuff because it's been closed for 3 or 4 months, so a lot of stuff has been tossed because it's out of date. But anywho, we're getting ready to do that, and it's been an interesting thing because our main boss is a little bit overwhelmed with opening week going on, stuff happening in personal life, and just a lot of stuff going on. And then 2 employees are new supervisors, and we're kind of going to them trying to figure out what is going on. And keep in mind, there is like 20 different people running around this tiny little kitchen doing all kinds of stuff. And I'm just sitting there like, what do you want me to do? So I kind of just pop around, help where I can, and just kind of act like I'm busy. Just because I don't want to just sit down and do nothing, but at the same time, I don't really know what I'm doing. So, but that's been an interesting week. To get to know everybody again, see them and talk, and just kind of see how things are going. Because I wasn't here for this week last year. I got there opening week, essentially. So, to me, this is all brand new experience. And that's pretty much work. We kind of just been in there for a few hours, taking care of training lessons, and just getting ready to reopen up. My first real shift is actually this Friday at our sister restaurant. I have to go and help them out for a special event. It's a mandatory work day. We have to go over there and do stuff. And then Monday, I start my normal regular shifts, which would be very nice because then I'll have a constant schedule where I can focus on my uploads and focus on my routine a lot better because I'd be able to cut off my point, be like, okay, well, I have to leave the house by 3:30, so I have my day pretty much be done by 3, which if I get up, when I get up about 10 o'clock, which is about the earliest I can get up, because I go to bed about 3 in the morning, so theoretically I should have just enough time to go ahead and make these Minecraft videos, maybe throw a handful of TikToks on the videos, on channel, I mean, because those have been doing particularly good in terms of watch hours, which if you don't know, recently they changed up the watch hour goal, so we have about 6 months left, guys, and it's absolutely important and very, very important for y'all to watch my videos, interact with them, so they get pushed through, because I either going to need, because currently, let me start with the current set of rules. Keep in mind that this set of rules is going to be active until February 1st of 2026. And the watch hour goal that's required for monetization is 4,000 watch hours for full monetization or 3,000 for crowdfunding, which is basically super chats, members, and stuff like that. Which I'm super close to that, but I really want to get my 4,000 watch hours within the 6 months, so that way I don't have to do what's essentially going to be doubling it, and either have to get 8,000 watch hours or 20 million views on shorts. Right now, you get 10 million views and get monetized. But they're going to double the ante, and although I know that you guys are awesome, and I know we will hit that goal at some point, but I'd rather be grandfathered into it while it's low, so that way we can build our community and our channel together without the stress of having that giant numbers hanging above my head. Okay, good. Now that shameless plug is over, I'm sorry I have to gonna be keep doing that each video I post, just because I really, really need to hit that goal within 6 months. So unfortunately, gotta do it. But let's move on. All right, the only other kind of thing that happened recently in my life is my mom had a career choice change because her current job just wasn't really suiting her, and she couldn't really handle it all that well. It was like making her physically sick and whatnot. So she has to find a different job. So that's lovely, but you know, such is life. Sometimes that happens. Other than that, though, this week has been a little bit chaotic just because training shifts happen, and then mom's career change choice going on, and then just me working 10 a.m.s until something in the afternoon. It's a mid-shift and it's fine and dandy, but the problem is that I come home, then I'm taking a nap, which is my own fault, but then I don't really have a day, and I run into a problem of trying to get things uploaded while also making sure it is good quality videos and not just whatever video that I can pump out that night. I actually want to make sure I put effort into it, but it's harder to do that. Because, of course, I still have the garden going on, which we'll talk about next. As far as the seedlings go, I don't got much to report on. Most of the fall garden seedlings are doing okay. The beans are getting big, and they're growing strong. The rest of them are still struggling a bit, just because the watering issues have been bad, because the last few days, just because I've been tired and instead of taking those naps, and I've been kind of lazy. And that's only because I'm used to working night times, and the nighttime routine where you stay up late, sleep in a bit, and once you start that process, it's a vicious cycle of getting on like mid shifts or even mornings, makes it hard to transfer to that. The radish bucket greens are coming in great. They're looking beautiful and they're doing a good job of growing. And my propagations of my elderberry are, well, the ones in the water are doing good. The ones in moist soil, they're not looking so hot, so I don't have very much faith in them. But the ones in the water look awesome. And the rest of the plants are doing good. Right now, I'm waiting for a lot of the pots to either be ready to harvest. Like, still got a lot of onions. I'm still waiting on harvesting them. And my potatoes are finally showing signs that they're ready to be harvested. And I hope this little event of not giving my tomatoes water doesn't cause too much blossom and rot. But they've been putting on a pretty decent amount of tomatoes. Like, I have to go ahead and stake a bunch of them up eventually because they're all starting to fall over just because how much fruit they have on them. My bell peppers are getting humongous. Like, several peppers that I have on there are getting huge, which I'm excited for that. And as far as squash plants go, I only have a handful of them left. Because most of them have succumbed to squash bugs and died. Including my one little summer squash that was doing really well. Now the stem rotted on it because of the stupid squash bugs, and now the whole thing is just pretty much dead at this stage. But, you know, it is what it is. My yard looks like a jungle and honestly needs to be trimmed down, but I probably won't be able to get to it until this weekend, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. And I think that's about all we have to really talk about because my fig tree, of course, is doing wonderful. My fall mum bush is tiny, so she's not doing much, but she's there. The two little survivor trees I have are doing good. Hostas are looking okay. My rose bush is huge and beautiful, full of blooms, so I'm happy with her. Gladiolus are getting big. I don't really think I have much else going on. Because basically what you do is you get in there and rip out all my bean plants that I have planted in there, and I'm going to transfer them, as long as I have soil, into some other pots so that they can go ahead and continue producing for as long as they will. Because even though they're full of pods and ready to dry down, they're still showing signs of good growth going on. So I plan to transfer them to a bunch of smaller pots, as they won't need as much soil, and just let them continue the life cycle out while clearing out space for the fall crops. Because I got about 12 different radishes I plan on planting, a whole bunch of different greens, and of course I'm going to get some broccoli and some cabbages and things like that popped in as well. And I think that's pretty much it. Besides like the beets and carrots and stuff like that we planted. And as I said, the seed trays of those are just besides carrots. I do seed trays of carrots, but the rest of those seed trays are doing okay. They're starting to reflush now that they're getting constant water and constant lighting. They're starting to do a lot better. And hopefully the next generation will just be a little bit stronger. The last generation got too stressed out, which we have already covered that. My lighting needs work because my plants keep getting stretched out and becoming weak and tumbling over, which is no bueno. And I think that's pretty much about it in terms of the garden. Because August is a weird month for us in Michigan because our summer crops are on their way out. And by now, if we have pest issues, they have destroyed most of our crops that we have had issues with, like squash bugs and whatnot. For me, will be demolished and destroyed by now, and it's not really, it's too late to plant quite anything, too many other squashes, because otherwise it just won't produce fruit in time to actually ripen and mature in time for fall time. So now we're kind of switching gears into getting fall garden going / getting ready to overwinter things. And as the summer things like dahlias and elephant ears and a few other bulbs like that die down for the season, we're going to go ahead and take them in, get them stored properly, and then wait until they let them wait till next year. And kind of just put the garden to rest. There's still plenty of stuff to grow in the garden in fall time, but it's slower time of year. My indoor sunflower starts on other beans are kind of iffy. I have to look at them tonight. So I'm not seeing much activity on them, so I don't exactly know what's going on with them, but we'll find out. So now let's get back into the actual gameplay. And this whole scene unraveling before your eyes is so annoying. So basically, I got swamped with monsters, and I got killed by a few zombies and skeletons, which was fine and dandy. Though they're not my problem. The problem is I had a creeper explode on my chest, and then another creeper came by and exploded that after that. And if you don't know what happens when creepers explode items, they destroy them. And I ended up losing some of my saplings permanently off my collection. I think at the end of the day, before I did some scrounging outside the episode, as you can see, I only have savannas, oaks, and I don't think, so, if I remember correctly, what I have left over there is not much. Like, most of my trees left. Like, we're missing half of the trees. Like, we're missing mangrove, we're missing jungle, we're missing birch, and because it also destroyed my spruce trees and the cherry trees as well. So we basically only have savanna and oaks left in that chest, which is very tragic. Now, thankfully, throughout the day, searching for the chest, I was able to find my dark oak saplings in a village, and I was able to go ahead and buy another cherry sapling, and so we do got those reserves back into place. And of course, we have plenty of spruce trees to pass around, so it's not that tragic. However, I kind of regret doing this. I don't know if this will show up on camera or not. Basically, the last few minutes of this video is just me panicking and absolutely searching every single chest and just to see what biodiversity I have left. And you will see me buy the cherry blossoms, which I'm glad you'll be able to see that on camera. And so, but anywho, I found some mangrove leaves at the village, and I sat them down and broke them. In retrospect, what I should have done, because I forgot about this, but by the time I realized this, I already broke all the mangrove tree leaves to see if I could go ahead and get a sapling out of them. I forgot that you can just bone meal mangrove leaves to get the mangrove propagule and get the sapling that way. Unfortunately, I didn't think about it until after I had no more leaves to play with, so that we have to keep up an eye on the wandering trader to go ahead and buy the mangrove trees and jungle trees, because we do not have access to those things, which is fairly annoying because the creepers absolutely exploded it and ruined it all. And I went ahead and bought a bunch of emeralds from the villagers, so we have plenty of currency to trade with a wandering trader to get 4 saplings of jungles and just kind of restock our biodiversity. But anyways, it is towards the end of the video, so thank you all so much for watching my videos and for all the love and support you guys have been showing me. You guys are absolutely legends. And don't you forget to subscribe for even more awesome videos. Leave a like so I know you'll like it. Share it with your friends and family. Hit the bell to be notified of brand new spanking videos almost daily. And above all else, make sure you have an awesome, absolutely crazy, amazing golden day. And again, make sure you subscribe for even more awesome videos. Leave a like so I know you'll like this. Share this with your friends and family. And hit that bell to notified of brand new spanking videos almost daily. And above all else, have a golden day. Goodbye.